Was good. It's No Jumper, the coolest podcast in the world. And today we have a young entrepreneur, a young up-and-coming action sports star by the name of Tanner Fox. Yeah, I'll just sit here and say good things about you all day. Yeah. He's 16. He's got 500-something YouTube subscribers in like the past 6 months. He's making waves. He's making a huge fucking name for himself. And today we're going to find out all about the man and how he came to be in this role. So Tanner, very nice to have you on the podcast. How you doing?
Very fantastic. How about you, Adam?
I'm doing great. I just interviewed one of the hottest chicks you ever seen in your life in the form of
very nice.
at Yes Jules. So, and she was amazing on camera too. So it was pretty fun. So you're from San Diego.
Yeah.
How'd you get into scooters?
I got into scooters because I was watching a YouTube video like probably 6 years ago, and it was a kid riding a BMX bike, and I was like, oh, I want to do that. So I went to the skate park, and I just didn't like it. And there was other kids riding scooters, and I went home and bought one. And I've been doing it since.
And you've been going hard ever since. Can you just make sure you get the mic a little bit? Yeah.
Closer?
Yeah, that's good. So you just saw it on YouTube and started messing with it? Do you remember what the video was that you saw on YouTube that got you going?
Oh, it was like some little kid riding at Rye Airfield.
Oh, okay.
I don't even remember the kid's
Shout
name.
out to the Rye Airfield, yeah. So what you just started scooting?
Yeah, and I just bought one my dad bought me one on Amazon, like a Razor.
Right. And
Yeah.
how did you enjoy it, like, from the beginning? Did you just fall in love with it right away, or what?
I don't even remember. I didn't even know scootering was a sport. I just remember other kids were doing it, and so I went and bought a scooter. And then my local is Ocean Beach Skate Park.
Right.
So I would always ride there every single day. I didn't even know it was a sport. And then one day I randomly went there after school, and it just happened to be right before a really big scooter contest called SD5 at the time. And there were like 100 scooter riders there because it was before Claremont Skate Park opened.
Okay.
So they were all practicing and riding. And I didn't even know it was a sport or it was a thing. And I started talking, and they're like showing me all their like actual like scooter parts. I didn't know there was like other things than Razor.
Right.
And I just slowly got into it, and that's where I met some of my friends that I still have today. So
Right.
just all really excelled from there.
Yeah. So you start to get wrapped up in the scooter world or whatever. Did you always consider yourself kind of like talented at it, or was it just the fact that you started to do YouTube stuff? Like, how did you start to like get well known?
Oh, I don't even know. I guess it's YouTube. I've always done YouTube. Like 5 years ago, I made like scooter edits, and like we'd make like day edits and like stuff like for fun.
Right.
And I want to say that maybe got my name a little more known than other scooter riders. I don't want to like say that in a bad way.
Right.
But so yeah, I guess it's just that. I've always had YouTube videos of myself, like how-tos when I was like 12, and I stopped making YouTube videos for like 3 years.
Yeah. Why'd you stop?
I just kind of grew out of it. But
What-
I didn't even know vlogs or like webisodes were a thing, so I was just
Okay.
making like how-tos, like scooter videos, and then.
And who inspired you to do that, though? Were you an LZ fan even back then, or is that?
Oh no, I was in a hotel room with Brandon Lupos.
Okay.
And he's like, oh, do you know who Adam LZ is? And I was like, no, who's that? He's like, oh, I don't know. He makes like webisodes. I'm like, what's a webisode? I didn't even know what it was.
Can you put the phone in your pocket or silence it or some shit? Because
Yeah.
the ball's on the table, sir.
Yeah. So I was at the hotel with Brandon, and he told me to look up his YouTube. So I did, and I saw his like how to make peanut butter and jelly pizza, and I was confused at like the whole concept of his channel.
Right.
I didn't really understand it. I didn't know if he was like, I didn't even know he was a BMX rider.
Because you'd never seen like a YouTube channel of a dude who does like vlog style content? Okay.
I didn't like know that was a big thing. I knew like Roman Atwood, but I like never
Right.
was interested in it. And so I like watched Adam LZ for like one night for like 3 hours and like understood like his personality and what he did and everything. And
So you loved it right from the go?
yeah, I just thought it was cool and it looked fun.
Because a lot of older people in BMX kind of hate on him for being like sort of cheesy or like annoying or whatever. But then when you see the young kids go
Yeah, it looks
crazy
fun.
for his channel. So you, as like being a real young kid, you fucking saw this and you were like,
yeah.
this is the shit.
Yeah, it looked really cool. It just looked like a fun time. And so yeah, I would just watch his vlogs, and it like made me want to do it. And like from when I saw his videos, I remember telling my friends, oh, I want to be the Adam LZ of scooters, like as a joke.
Right.
But I never made a vlog or anything. And then like 3 months after that, me and my friend were going on a scooter trip to like this indoor skate park, like in Bakersfield. So I brought my camera for filming like scooter
Wait, it's a
clips.
scooter park in Bakersfield?
Not a scooter park.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's a new open skate park.
From San Diego to Bakersfield, Jesus Christ, that's a long ass trek.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, we should film a vlog, and he's like, oh, like wait, you actually want to? And I was like, it was hard to commit to it because it's like it's kind of embarrassing when you first start. I don't know, filming yourself.
Yeah, it's super like it's like a mental hurdle to get over.
Yeah, it really is. And so I was like, oh yeah, we should film a vlog. And so I just pulled the camera out. I had no idea what I was doing. And that was like my webisode 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I never edited the footage for like a month and a half after that. I just had it on my computer. I was like, I'll just see what it turns into. So I I edited that, and then I uploaded it, and everyone loved it. And 2 weeks later, made a second one.
Right. And
Everything just kind of went from there.
But so from the very beginning, so you got 20,000 subscribers just from doing how-tos and stuff?
Yeah, I had that from like the past 4 years.
Right. And that's crazy, though. There were just people who I guess were probably searching and just finding your stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like I had, I made a scooter rider of one of my friends that had 1 million views.
Right.
And then I had a how-to, like on a scooter trick that had like 800,000 views.
Wow, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, I think LZ had that's how it always is with like YouTubers. I feel is that a lot of the people are the people who have a random accidental hit.
Yeah.
And then they start to figure out like, whoa, this has potential, and then they start
Yeah.
figuring out what kind of content they can make like more consistently.
Yeah.
So you made that video in the first place, and how would you describe like your videos, or what kind of videos you were making in the first place? Just literally filming your actual day.
Are we talking about vlogs or like 4 years ago?
Yeah, let's start with 4 years. Or no, we're talking about like your
my
your
webisodes.
new version of yourself that you reinvented yourself after a 3-year
just
break.
Film my entire day and make stupid jokes as we normally would, and just kind of film everything.
Right. So that's the mentality you think? Are you just trying to show your actual full day?
Yeah.
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 And so, but when it comes to the editing, do you feel like what stuff do you leave in versus what stuff do you take out? Because it's a very big.
What I think is entertaining, what I would watch.
Right. You just try to always keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And the fans too. Do you think
Yeah.
about
Oh, yeah.
like the fans' perspective? Do you
Oh
take,
yeah, like would this be entertaining to watch? Like, oh, is this 10 seconds wasted of a clip? And I just delete it.
Right, yeah, that's always, it's a weird process when you're looking at it and having to think about that, like, damn, there's this like joke that is really funny to me, but maybe it's not fully
Yeah.
explained in the video, or I don't think that people at home are gonna like it, even though I like it. Yeah,
Yeah, but then sometimes me and my friend Jake Angelis, I don't know if you've heard of him, we always have like these stupid inside jokes that we always say, and then they become a trend in scootering. So kids will come up to us and do them. Like we have this like stupid handshake we did one time in a video.
Yeah.
We go like that, and you like bang bang or some stupid thing like that, and now every kid does that to
That's
us.
huge.
It's so funny.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, one time Stevie Churchill said the word sperm in Spanish, sperma, and he just said it on like a Vine or a tweet or something, and it was just everywhere we go, people would be screaming a sperma at us for a while.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah.
How stuff like that works.
How do you feel about how the scooter community is like viewed? Like, a lot of people hate on it. A lot of people have like different opinions of scootering. What's your perspective?
I think scootering. I mean, I personally don't really care. It's what I like to do, so I'm going to keep it that way. I don't really let anyone's opinion affect my opinion.
Right.
So, I mean, obviously, there's always going to be hate in everything we do, but I think it'll grow over time. It's just like skateboarding, BMX.
Yeah.
But it's just can't really do anything about it.
How do you feel about like skaters and BMXers kind of feeling like superior to scootering, or considering it like a lesser sport or whatever? Though, how does that affect you?
Ooh.
Do you agree, or do you think?
No, I don't really agree. But
Right.
I'm usually cool with like a lot of skaters and bikers.
Right.
But,
Do you feel like you get respect for the most part, or is a lot of hate in real life?
In real life, I think I get respect from like all my local BMX riders and skaters I'm friends with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's gotten a lot better
Yeah,
in
it's
the
definitely
sense
gotten better
that
in the past few years.
Yeah, it's weird how like an action sport or extreme sport or any kind of sport or activity or whatever, it sort of like needs time for people to sort of grow respect for it over
Yeah,
time, I think.
definitely.
I'm not like saying that everybody loves scootering automatically, but I definitely noticed that like the younger BMX riders that I know, it's like scootering, it's always been around.
Yeah.
They might not like it, they might not do it, but they accept it. They don't really think it's anything
like-
too crazy.
I think it's really the biggest thing. Like I've said this in like me and Adam LZ made a video about like scooters versus BMX, and
That's how I found out about
a
it. He was
huge-
watching all the videos you guys did together.
Yeah, a huge thing is the little kids that ride scooters. They think they like get that as the idea of scootering, and they don't really like take it far enough to see like I guess a pro scooter rider. So
Yeah.
they just think like, oh, these little kids snaking us at the skate park. That's scootering. Scootering's stupid. So they don't really like look past that.
Yeah, and that
think
is
that's a really
weird
big
because that's why scootering I think is so popular, and why it's like taking away some popularity from BMX and skateboarding. I think is that it's very accessible to a young kid. Like they can hop on one
Oh, yeah.
and they can have fun with it.
Yeah, it's
within,
super easy to learn the first
Right.
thing. That's why there's so many little kids doing it. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's easy to just hop on one, hold the handlebars,
and that's why on the pro level, scooter dudes are like doing the most insane shit. Because
Yeah.
it is kind of easy to grind a flat ledge on a scooter or whatever, but then the flat ledge tricks that you see pro scooter dudes do are just fucking out of this world.
yeah, there's just endless amounts of possibilities, tricks, and combos.
Yeah. Do you guys take inspiration from BMX and skate videos? Do you guys watch that stuff, or do you just watch?
I'm into BMX a lot. I don't really.
Who do you
I
watch
don't
in
pay
BMX?
attention to skating, but BMX, I like all the park guys like Logan Martin, Kyle
Okay.
Baldock,
Right, that makes sense.
Daniel Sandoval.
That's dope. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
really
definitely
into
see
all
how
that.
that kind of relates to scootering or whatever.
Yeah.
So were you sponsored from a young age in scootering, or
Yeah,
how did that work?
I got sponsored by like a pretty big scooter company called Lucky when I was 12, and I've been on them since. That was my first sponsor, and it's still my sponsor.
Really? Okay. And so, do you get paid by them though? Were you paid
Yeah.
from the beginning, or did that just
Oh
happen
no,
over time?
I've only been on the pro team for 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'm just curious about like how the whole pro thing works in the scooter community because
It's honestly not that big of a thing.
it's not that big.
Nah.
What?
Being on a pro team, I don't think it has that. Like, it's not compared to BMX and stuff. I don't really think.
Why do you say that? Because people get
Like,
paid though,
just-
right?
Yeah, but not like near as much as bikers and skaters. Like, it can't. I don't think yet it can turn into like that big of a career as biking and skating.
Right.
Just because it's not like we were talking about earlier, it's not really respected by like we were saying earlier about Red Bull.
Yeah.
Like Red Bull wouldn't sponsor a scooter rider, so it's just kind of like on a lower scale.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. But that's what's crazy about it is that you are making like way more from YouTube than you could ever make from a sponsor. So you're out here killing it without
Yeah.
needing help from brands or whatever.
Yeah, money's just a bonus, but
Yeah. Do you spend a lot of time in your analytics, like looking at your YouTube shit and just being like kind of amazed by how the shit is blown up?
yeah.
Yeah.
I really do. It's all new to me. It's crazy.
What do you do with the money that you make from YouTube? Your parents like make you put it away in the bank or something?
Oh no, I'm good at saving all that stuff by myself. I don't need help from my parents.
Right.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you first like started to make money from YouTube though? Do you remember your first check that you were like, damn, this is significant?
Yeah, it definitely makes me have a good feeling, but it's like it's just a bonus from it all. It's like I don't really like look at it that much, but it's just cool to have, and it's like a crazy benefit from it all.
Yeah. When did you start? Can you just like just gotta move that in a little bit? When did you start to feel like your following was really like going crazy? Like over the past 6 months or so? Like when did you start to notice the momentum really growing?
It started growing. I made a hoverboard video.
Right.
And I remember that because I used to get 10,000 views like on my webisodes, and I remember I uploaded that hoverboard video. It had 15,000 views in the first 3 days, and I was like, what the heck, this is crazy. The next morning, it had like 25,000, and then it had like 40, and I was just like freaking out. And that started growing in views, and then I think that's what brought like a lot of traffic to my channel at the beginning. And then I started just like consistently uploading to keep that all coming, and then it just was really growing from there. So I think like late November, it was when it all started like really picking up.
Really? And so how often were you making videos at that point though? Like, because consistency, people like don't really understand that consistency,
consistency is a
the
huge thing on
YouTube especially.
Yeah, it's a huge thing on
Casey
YouTube.
Neistat said this is just like any other job. You got to show up for work every day.
Yeah, exactly. I remember. I've seen that video.
Yeah.
Back in November, I probably uploaded. I would try to go less than 5 days without uploading.
Right.
But now, over the past, since I was with Adam, I've been uploading consistently every other day.
Right.
So I've just been trying to do that because that's a huge thing.
Yeah.
It's important to me.
Is that stressful for you, like actually finding the time to do the editing and everything, or is it
Oh,
chill?
no. Well, for the most part, I'm always doing fun stuff, so I can always film.
Right.
But like I've had like maybe 2 or 3 times where I was like really stressed out about like, oh, I don't have anything, because I don't upload stuff unless I'm happy with uploading it.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna just upload something to make money from it. I like really care about my like quality of my videos.
Right.
So sometimes I've struggled with like, oh, I have nothing to upload, and like just like, oh, there's no point. Like sometimes I'll try to rush and film something. Like I've done that before where I filmed something because I needed to.
Right.
But then I'm like, no, I'm not uploading this. Like so I've skipped probably 3 days like only over the past 2.5 months, which is
It's a
still
weird
pretty
thing
good.
when you go out to do like a vlog or a webisode, because it's like you need like certain things like in place for it to work. Like if you have you and a bunch of your friends together, it's like
Yeah.
webisode, no problem. Like it's
Yeah.
gonna work out. But when it's just you, or if it's like you and one other friend, it can be so much more of a challenge, because at the end of the day, like how many tricks do you really want to do in this video? Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's not that too difficult for me. I always can find something to do, and if it's not a webisode, I don't try to do all my uploads just vlogs, because I think that gets kind of boring.
Right.
So I'll mix it up with like me sitting in front of the camera doing something stupid.
Yeah.
Hate comments.
Was it hard for you to get comfortable with like just sitting there talking to the camera, because you do
No,
vlogs
I've always
and
been
stuff?
good at that.
Right.
From like since I started scootering.
Yeah, it's so interesting seeing you, because you're so young that like everything about the YouTube world just seems to like naturally make sense to you, in the sense of like, for a lot of adults, it's very confusing. It's like, wow, how do people sit there and watch like 10, 20-minute vlogs of people just talking to the camera? But you like come from this like new internet generation where it's just like, oh yeah, of course I would rather watch like Casey Neistat's life day to day or Adam LZ's life day to day rather than sit there and watch some TV shit.
Yeah.
Do you watch TV ever, really?
Oh, no,
you're just not into it?
I've never even been into video games.
Really?
Yeah.
You got to get into video games if you want to really kill it on YouTube. That's where the fucking...
Minecraft.
Yeah, the crazy...
Call of Duty.
Dude, I almost want to like fucking play like the video games I used to play when I was a kid. Play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 or some shit.
Yeah, I think I was into Skate 2 for like a few weeks.
But I'm like mad good at Tetris, so that might be the thing. It's like, yo, watch me play Tetris, and that I'll make.
And then tell a story. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah, because that's what they do. Is they just sit
play
there.
video games and tell a story.
That's
like,
what I
make some
gotta
really
start
good
doing.
thumbnail and a title, but then you click on it and it's a video game for 20 minutes.
Yeah, because you ever watch PewDiePie?
I have, yeah.
It's the weirdest fucking thing in the world that he's just sitting there playing these shitty video games and just talking.
But it's funny. I think he's entertaining.
It's funny, yeah. It's definitely something about it that I can kind of understand why people like it, but it definitely, when I watch it, I'm not like, oh, I got to watch more of this. Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever watch Fousey?
FouseyTube.
Yeah.
I used to watch his vlogs for a little bit.
I was like real fascinated by him for a while because, he does the pranks and everything. The pranks are alright, I guess, except that a lot of them are fake.
Yeah.
And then, but he makes these vlogs, and in some of them, he'll be like depressed and like crying and just bitching about his life, and it's
seriously.
so weird.
He's quit YouTube like 5 times.
He's off right now for like a month. Yeah. And it's fucking insane because it's like, but at the same time, like those kind of like motivate me to make vlog style content at the same time, because of the fact that like, if he's willing to put himself crying on camera, then I should probably be able to like sit there and talk into my camera.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he's clearly not, and the fact that like 500,000 people watch his videos of him just acting like a damn fool. It's just like crazy.
Yeah, you know my friend Danny Duncan. He's done an interview.
You know Danny?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've done a few videos with him.
Oh okay.
He actually texted me to say hi to you.
Hell yeah, Danny's dope. Yeah.
And he have you seen the video of him exposing FouseyTube?
Yeah.
That was really funny.
That was really funny.
Yeah, and he did that on the stage at Playlist Live for Kobe Person.
Really?
Yeah, he just uploaded that yesterday. It was crazy. Kobe Person was like, he was absent and he couldn't go on the stage for the whatever they were doing. So Danny acted like he was him, and the guy didn't even know. And he was just straight like completely exposing Kobe Person, but acting as Kobe Person.
What the fuck?
It was the funniest thing.
I gotta check this out.
Yeah.
I don't understand how Danny finds himself in all these crazy ass situations. That
he's ridiculous.
Wild lifestyle. You know Ryan Beckford, the dude that he did the interview with? He's super funny too. Yeah, it's crazy. So who else are you into in terms of YouTube? Like we all love Adam LZ, of course.
Yeah. I really only watch Adam LZ, Casey Neistat.
Right.
I don't really watch that many YouTubers.
What do you think of Casey's videos though? Is that like your constant motivation, like it is for me, man? He makes me want to go in.
Everyone copies him in some way on YouTube. And
right.
So obviously that's a huge inspiration. But I don't know. I just think he's a really cool guy, and his life's just it's just interesting. And his attitude and everything is just like great about him to watch.
It's motivational too, because you're like, wow, you have so much shit going on in your life, and like you still manage to make a fucking video every day.
Yeah,
like
seriously.
I have no excuse because I feel pretty busy, but damn, like you are really busy and you get this shit done.
And
every
he takes
day.
the time to get the shots he wants, take time lapses,
Yeah.
edits them like properly. Everything
Edits them
about it.
so good, because like for me, like one of the things I actually kind of like about YouTube is that I can film a webisode on my phone and get 500,000 views, and like that's just so cool to me that I don't even need like anything high tech, but the fact that he actually like goes to those lengths and does the drone shots and edits everything together super good. He says he spends like 5 to 8 hours every night editing. I don't know when he
he
sleeps.
sleeps for like 4 hours. He says he goes to bed at like 12, wakes up at like 4.
Dude, my edits, like when I edit a website, a lot of times it'll take me like an hour. Like,
yeah, it takes me like 2 to 3.
I fly through it because I just sit there and like put all the clips in there, and I'll get so focused and just be chopping the shit out of it, because it's either like it's gonna take you fucking forever because you're like screwing around while you do it, or you really focus on it and you get it done mad fast.
Yeah.
You got
That's
any
how it is
like
for me.
editing rituals that you do or whatever? You just like chill out in your room and do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all the time.
What do your parents think of the fact that a million people, close to a million people, or 500,000 people are aware of everything that you have going on in your life, including like their home and your day-to-day life? Or they think it's weird, or?
No, they don't think it's weird at all. My mom's super supportive. Like she's really helpful with like managing me and helping with all like the deals and all the stuff I have going on.
What kind of deals do you get?
Just like brand deals and signing contracts, just like YouTube networks, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
She's like super supportive on that. She's helping me. I'm doing like my own clothing line. Adam's also really helpful with that. He's been helping me a lot with that.
What's the clothing line gonna be called?
Just T-Fox, Tanner Fox.
Okay.
It's the same thing like Adam. Just
Yeah.
whatever's going on.
You're gonna really be killing it once you start doing that.
Yeah, that's why
shit.
I'm really trying to get everything set up.
Yeah.
Because that's what Adam told me.
Yeah, because he makes way more money off clothes than he does off YouTube,
Yeah, he does really well.
and he kills it on YouTube too. So
Yeah,
that's
but
kind of crazy.
Yeah, he's been giving me a lot of like really good tips on all that kind of stuff.
And all that shit is really hard to figure out. Like in the beginning, when you're first getting into starting a business, like how to fucking manage everything. Like if you have your parents helping you out and somebody like him giving you advice, that's definitely
definitely. And plus, he told me like for him, when he first started it, he said he was getting like a few orders a week.
Right.
But he says it's gonna be really hard for me to just jump in and do it because
it's going to be
like our
really
collab
big.
shirts sold out in like a day, and we had 350 of them.
I would almost say for somebody like you that you should just from the beginning get like a place that will not only do the printing but also do the fulfillment and the delivery for you, because then you won't have to deal with it at all.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess you doing it on your own at first.
No, I want to do it all, man.
Yeah, it'll definitely at least show you
It's a
how
good
crazy
experience.
that is. Yeah, but over time, I mean, that shit I could see just being really, really difficult. What about, all right, so your parents though, like they've never been concerned about any of the content that you put out, really?
Nah.
No? You swear in your videos?
No, I bleep it.
Did you used to swear in your videos and you started taking it out?
No.
No?
I think I've always
Bleeped
been-
it?
Yeah.
Why?
good
Because
about that.
your parents are,
No, I know. Just I just like to have an image.
yeah.
Just keep
So
it
you're conscious
PG.
of that, of like keeping your image a certain
Yeah,
way?
definitely.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just always liked having that.
You have like a clean cut image. Are you a clean cut kid? Have you
Yeah,
ever gotten in trouble
100%.
and stuff, or you actually are that person?
When I was like 12 and 13, I was always like a troublemaker. But like I've never been into drugs or drinking. I've never done any of that.
You ever try a cigarette?
No.
That's good. Very good. Good. You hang out in LA too long, you're going to start smoking cigarettes, though, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad people out here. So what about like in school? How do people react to the YouTube channel?
I go to a charter school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how's that work?
I go to school 2 days a week.
Okay.
I don't really go anymore. I'm testing out in June.
Really?
But I go 2 days a week for 2 to 3 hours.
Okay.
And I just do classes at a time.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so you don't actually have like students alongside with you or whatever?
Oh no, it's like a single classroom.
Right.
And there's like 3 teachers in there, and they all have like 30 students.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
What but did you get taken out of school because of
No,
the YouTube
when I was-
thing, or?
When I was coming out of 6th grade or 5th grade, I was always just like kind of like a troublemaker, like just to show off, being
Okay.
like a goofball. And I went to a Catholic school, and so they were like super strict, and I'd always just kind of end up in the principal's office just for some stupid reason.
Right.
So finally they kicked me out of it, and I didn't want to go to the public school by my house because I've never really gotten along. I don't think I've gotten along with like all the kids where I live in Ocean Beach.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just feel like they've never really liked me because they're all skate, surf, or die kind of kids.
Oh, really?
So they've always like, they used to, all like the boys were always kind of picking on me. So I didn't want to go back to the public school. So my dad finally like helped me get into a charter school because my mom didn't want me to ever do that. She wanted me to go to normal school and like,
Right.
always about like all the good grades and stuff.
Right.
So my dad like really fought with my mom about that, and I finally got into a charter school.
You think it was for the best?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, just because school, man. I always think about that sometimes. Like, if I were to have a kid, that I would be fucking scared to send him to a regular ass public school because there's so many shitty kids and just I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how much better a private school is, but I mean, if you're saying it's dope, that's cool. Yeah. What
But before I went to private school, I went to public school for like up until 5th grade.
Right.
And then I went 5th grade and 6th grade in the private school.
I'm just like so fascinated by like your perspective on the crazy amount of success that you've had, because the fact that in 6 months you've gotten 500,000 YouTube subscribers is like, for people who maybe don't have perspective on how crazy that is retarded. That is out of this fucking world. How fast you blew up on that.
Believe me, I feel the same way about it. I don't know how it happened.
Yeah. Are there a lot of other scooter kids who do webisode style content, or are you like
Yeah,
kind of the
a
one
lot of blossomed out of that.
out of you?
I think so.
Really, you kind of like broke the because like LZ like before. Well, there's a kid named Josh James, aka Boker, that he's really the one who kind of started it. But like with LZ, like he took so much shit from the BMX community for like sort of making that kind of video content. Yeah, but now it's like you see so many more established people in the industry who are like making vlogging style content and everything. Yeah,
Definitely. There's a lot of scooter riders that do that now.
Who make the
I don't
same-
want to say it's just like necessarily because of me, but I've just noticed there are.
Well, you like showed them it was possible. You know, it's like not that they're directly
I think
copying.
it's a cool
but
thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's sick.
It's good for the sport. It's good for everything.
Yeah. How do you feel about like the health of the scooter world in general, though? Do you think it's growing?
Oh, it's definitely growing. Yeah, there's tons of scooter riders all
Right.
over the place.
Yeah. And I don't know. It's just interesting seeing how with the YouTube channel that you could kind of have like a base that is like proving that scooters are almost just as big as, you know, a lot of other sports. Or do you sometimes feel like scooters have gotten bigger than BMX?
I think the younger generation of it definitely has.
Yeah.
There's a lot more scooter kids than there are biker kids.
Do you see
or
scooter
skaters.
kids transitioning into BMX or skating, or because that's kind of the weird thing?
That's the thing about what I was talking about earlier about how there's like not really a guaranteed career out of scootering.
Right.
Because like let's be honest, when you get older, you're gonna have to pay the bills somehow. So you can't scooter forever. But there is like that you can have that in BMX because you can get paid from big companies.
But you don't think that in scootering that there not a lot of people who make careers out of it?
I mean, there's very few.
Really?
There's
Okay.
like Ryan Williams is a good example of it.
Right. But he's
he kills it.
gigantic, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I think a lot of scooter riders could transition into BMX if they want to stay in the action sports, and if scootering doesn't get bigger and start having more money in the sport.
Right. Do you see yourself? Well, I mean, and now it's a weird position for you because all of a sudden you have this YouTube thing. Do you like see a different path with the YouTube thing, or do you see yourself just going as hard as you can with this for the next couple of years or for as long as possible?
I'd like to turn YouTube into a bigger thing.
Right.
Just take advantage of it while I can.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, what you're doing now is kind of like it'll just be interesting to see. Like, could you see yourself staying interested in it for the next couple of years? You know, well, making videos, really.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, I definitely think I can.
Yeah.
I love doing it.
It's just interesting because you're 16, so it's like it
Yeah.
would be weird. Like if you got to like 18, like, do you see yourself going to college?
No.
No.
Oh yeah. Actually, yeah. I'm
Really?
doing business college classes.
Okay. So classes, but you're not going to like go away to school or
no,
anything. No. But have you thought about like moving out or like going?
Yeah.
Any different? You've thought about it?
Oh yeah, I've asked my mom. My mom doesn't want me to move out.
You're 16. That's way too young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that though.
You have a girlfriend or anything?
No, I've never had a girlfriend.
No, you don't have time for the girl thing right now, really?
Nah,
Do you
not
get-
a girlfriend.
Do you have girls hitting you up? Wait, but you have hung out with girls and stuff?
Oh,
You're
yeah.
not like completely.
Oh
like,
no, I'm not. No, I
devoid
hang
of
out with
that?
girls.
Okay, that's cool. Do you have girls hitting you up like from the webisodes and stuff?
Yeah, I have quite a bit of fangirls.
Really?
Yeah.
Like your age, or are they like?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm also picturing like it would be cool if you had like 30-year-old women hitting you up. That's a federal crime, ladies.
Yeah, I don't think I have any 30-year-old fans that have hit me up. But.
Right. Well, I'm not saying anything, but you got to be careful out there. You got to check IDs because that's how they get these rappers.
That's what my mom has been worried about.
No, dead ass though, because like, especially from your perspective, is like you don't know if she's.
She was literally talking to me yesterday about some girl trying to get like me getting a girl pregnant and then taking a lot of my money. Or
Oh,
something.
that is a real thing that they do too. Yeah, but also just the fact that like you are hanging out with 16-year-old girls, like you don't know like if they are a hot 13-year-old who is trying to trick you or whatever. Like
Yeah.
it totally could. I don't want to say hot 13-year-old. That sounds kind of creepy, but they could definitely trick you because I'm 32 and there's been multiple different times in my life where I realized like way after the fact that I had hung out with a girl who was like younger than is legal, but I didn't know until way later, and I'm just like, oh my god, like that could have ruined my whole life. Like I could have been thrown in the slammer for that one. Can we talk about YouTube thumbnails and titles and stuff? Like, where do you get your inspiration? Because this is like, we do episodes on the Come Up BMX channel, and it's always interesting trying to figure out like what you're gonna do, like when you are talking about the thumbnail. Like, do you have
Honestly,
any particular?
making thumbnails is my favorite part about making YouTube videos.
Yeah,
I love making.
You thinking about it the whole time while you're making the video? You're thinking
it's
about
my
like
favorite part. Like I actually love doing that.
what makes a good thumbnail. This is interesting.
When I make a thumbnail, I honestly think about if I would click on it.
Right.
That's the biggest thing.
Right. And so what are some like themes that you notice work really well? I'm going to just throw one out there is like cops and security.
Yeah.
If you could ever have one that is just like a cop standing next to a person on a bike or a skateboard or a scooter, it's just that's a good one.
Yeah. When I title stuff and thumbnails, it's just really like it like makes the person think like, oh, what's this about? Like, oh,
Right.
oh, come on, I have to click on this. I have to see what this is about.
Right.
It's just really that. Like if I would do that if I saw the thumbnail.
Right. Have you ever been accused of clickbait?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think everyone has.
But how do you feel about that accusation? Because that is kind of the way it is with webisodes, is that you make this crazy eye-catching title, and then but I feel like people very rarely complain.
Yeah.
Like they see like the craziest shit ever in the thumbnail, and then it doesn't really deliver on that so much. It's just a regular vlog, but then they end up liking the vlog, and they forget about the fact that like, oh, there wasn't actually a fight, even though the thumbnail says fight.
Oh, I don't like titles shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
But I don't really. Yeah, clickbait. When people comment that, it's like doesn't really get to me.
I'm gonna look at your YouTube right now just so I can get some analysis of the thumbnail game.
Yeah.
because so I have one today, and I'm very interested to see how it pans out. But the thumbnail title is something like, or it's the best day of my life in all caps, and it's just a picture of a dude manualing a ledge, but it's like good green grass in the background, and it's very shiny and colorful. Color goes a long way. Do you find that you get a lot better reaction to your YouTube thumbnails when you use like bubble letters on them?
Honestly, the more editing to a thumbnail, I think that like affects the views.
The more
like,
that you do,
it makes it worse.
Oh, really?
Like the more that stuff that's going on the thumbnail, because I just feel like if you've ever seen a viral video, like
it looks raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's just like when you do that, I feel like there's only a certain amount of people that would go like, oh, I know what he's trying to do here, so I'm not gonna click on it.
Right.
But if it's just like a straight picture, like Casey Neistat's videos.
He never does any photoshopping. That's true.
Yeah. So I just think the less stuff that you have going on in the thumbnail actually helps if you're trying to make a video get bigger.
But you put stuff over almost every single one.
Yeah.
You got the state of Texas right here on giant skateboard racing.
Yeah, but like, see how many views that has? And there's only a Texas thing in the corner. There's no text.
Yeah. So you're trying to get away from this kind of?
No, I mean I just
Did you
I
actually,
make the thumbnails how I like them.
I haven't watched a few of your recent ones. Did you actually with the kid that says legitness? Did you?
Yeah,
actually...
I redid that entire Vine.
Oh, you redid it, but you didn't have the kid.
No, they're all in it.
Oh, he was around?
I completely remade it.
Oh.
All three kids, you know, the kid that goes, yeah, it was, ha.
Yeah.
That kid was there. The kid that did the trick in, and the legitness kid was all there.
They all just randomly happened to be there.
And we were all, no, it was a scooter contest at the same skate park that clip is from.
Right.
So I had them completely redo it.
Wow, that's sick. I'm definitely going to have to watch that one later.
Yeah, it's super funny.
I get salty when I look at your YouTube because I'm like, damn it, I want to watch all these because they all have fucking funny-ass titles. But then I actually literally know that I do not have time to watch these. But yeah, so we have getting caught by the police and, you know, breaking the law in all caps. That's good. Fan got us drunk.
That's clickbait.
Yeah, what actually happened?
It was what is it, like a maple syrup bottle from Canada in fan mail, and it looked like a bottle of like liquor or something.
Right.
So I like made a joke in it while I drank it.
That's pretty funny. Free mini BMX. Yeah. This is good. How to be a scooter rider.
Yeah, that's actually pretty funny. That's like you know,
that's
like
a
those videos
one.
called shit people say, whatever.
Right.
That's like that.
Fan mail number 3. You get a shitload of fan mail?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. 521,000 subscribers. I really am in awe of that total. You into cars too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been making a lot of car videos? Because I see that there's the GTR experience right here.
Oh, that's with TJ Hunt. I don't know if you know who that is.
No.
He's like a really popular car vlogger,
Okay.
and I'm like obsessed with GTRs.
Right.
And all my fans know that. So Adam has contact with TJ Hunt, and I asked him about him because I saw on his channel he had a GTR. So I got his number and I texted him and asked if we could do a video together. And I was like, "Do you still have the GTR?" And he happened to, some company let him like take their 1,000 horsepower GTR for the day. So he took me for a ride in it and stuff, and I made a vlog out of it.
Wow, that's sick.
Yeah, it was a great experience.
Damn, that's fucking really quite the experience.
While we were in the GTR, this like mom like flashed us.
Yeah, I saw that in the parentheses getting flashed. It must have been a challenge not to use that as the thumbnail.
Oh, it wasn't like not good enough for a thumbnail because it was my fisheye out the car window.
Right.
You could like see, but like it wouldn't be good enough for a thumbnail.
Right.
Yeah. Plus, I wanted the GTR to be on the thumbnail.
Right. Do you ever do like separate like photo shoots for them? Because my friend worked doing filming for shout out John Hicks. He filmed on a Roman Atwood vlog, like or a prank that he did, and because he hired like a few filmers, and he told me that Roman Atwood did 5 separate photo shoots for the thumbnail.
Oh, like that aren't involved with the video?
Yeah, like totally separate.
Oh no, I do screen grabs from the
Me
videos.
too. But then I start to think like when I see people doing these like high quality
I've done
photos.
that once.
Really?
I've done that once.
Once in a while, I'll
there's
get
a
one
clip.
from someone
There's
else.
one of my webisodes. It's called "Well That Hurt."
Yeah.
And I actually face planted in it, but it was like from behind and it didn't look good. So I laid on the floor and kicked my legs up so it looked funny, so it looked way better.
See,
that's the only time I've ever done that.
You just gave me like amazing inspiration for a thumbnail that I know is gonna kill it.
Yeah.
That I'm not gonna air myself out right now, but you guys are probably gonna see it one day. Do you ever like feel concerned about like when you don't get enough views on a video? Does that ever kind of like bother you?
It depends if it's a video I like. If it's a fan mail video and it gets like 100 and 200K views, then I'm like, oh, whatever, that's what I would expect.
That's what that's for.
But if it's like a webisode that I actually really liked, that I thought would do good and it doesn't, then I kind of do.
I mean, it's weird too because it's like how you kind of look at it like how if people like my videos, how does some of them get 150K and some of them get 800K?
Yeah.
Like what is this? Like I wonder always like when a video does super well, is a lot of that because people are just watching it over and over and over? like your fans were really watching it 5 times, and that helps a lot. But it's also like discovery. Like so many people run into YouTube videos just because it's like the next content that's going to play or whatever. Like whenever you're digging around your analytics, it's always like really interesting to see where the views are coming from.
Yeah.
What are like the key search terms for scooters though? Like what are people
on my channel?
Or just do people search scooter on because like on BMX it's like the word BMX. Like that's really the reason why me and LZ kill it on there is because if you search BMX on YouTube, it's like all him and me.
Oh, if you search scooter, I don't even know. I never checked.
Really?
Yeah, I've never looked at that.
You never put a lot of effort
my
into
key
that?
search terms, whatever, on my Creator Studio on my phone is like Tanner Fox scooter, or hoverboard tricks.
Yeah, what is it with the hoverboard?
I don't know. I did that a long time ago when I made that first video.
Right.
Before hoverboard videos were a trend, I did it because I thought it would be funny and it'd be fun.
Yeah.
I did that and then it blew up and then everyone did like skate park hoverboard tricks.
Danny Duncan going crazy with that. He's got mad hoverboard tricks.
Yeah, and like all these YouTube channels, like some of my friends, like they all make hoverboard videos, and it's like hoverboard gone sexual, like 2016,
Gone sexual.
like all these crazy hoverboard titles. But I did that a long time ago, before it was like a trend. I just did it because it would be funny.
Yeah.
But then it worked, and it still works.
Yeah, it's weird. Well, you're saying it still works because I was kind of thinking like, damn, I'm fucking late to the party on the hoverboard title.
I mean, it honestly, in some cases, it still works. Like my friends have uploaded videos like 2.5 weeks ago, and they have like 1 million views.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I heard from a dude that the hoverboard game got all messed up because when they started igniting. Like I was talking to a guy who sells them on Amazon
they went like
shit.
super like downhill. Like they're just like
that's so crazy.
Immediately not a trend. I haven't ridden my hoverboard in like 2 months.
Because you're scared of blowing up?
No, I just like lost interest in it.
Yeah, I just don't understand how people are really that scared that their hoverboard is going to catch fire.
Yeah,
like,
seriously,
is that really
it's the same thing
happen?
as a car.
Yeah.
No, it's the same thing as like your car could catch on fire.
Yeah,
Well,
all kinds of
not.
bad shit could happen. Yeah, fucking chain could break
think of
and
how many
smash your knee.
cars blow up every day.
Yeah, it's true. Do you have any interests outside of skating and or a scooter?
Interest.
Other things that you do with your time, you know?
No.
Pretty focused.
I go to the beach a lot. I'm pretty focused on what I do.
Yeah.
But I just got a bike.
Right. Oh, so you're gonna ride BMX too?
Yeah.
It's interesting though because it's like, do you really want the bike or do you have the bike just to make some funny YouTube videos?
No, I like riding bikes. I've always liked riding bikes.
Really? You good?
I was gonna get a bike. Do you know who Jaden Covert is?
No.
He's on Haro. He's like 16. He's my age.
Oh, okay. Actually, I didn't know what you're talking about.
He was gonna sell me he was gonna give me one of his old Haro frames because when I was like younger and I was smaller,
right.
It was like my size. It was like a 19 point something.
Uh-huh. But
then Haro told him he had to give the frame back, so then I didn't get a bike that time.
Right.
But then I've always wanted a bike. I can like flip a bike and I can do some tricks on bikes.
You can flip it? Wow.
Yeah, I can do all the box jumps at Claremont and everything.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty natural on one. But I just never really got a bike. And then Harry Main's company, Mafia,
yeah.
they gave me
they
bike.
hooked you up, right?
Yeah. So I have that at my house. And then, but I'm going to Canada and Australia. So I'm not gonna I'll start riding it like late May.
Right.
I'm just busy.
But have you traveled really yet?
Oh yeah.
To do scooter videos?
Actually, not to do vlogs, but last year I went to Australia, Spain, and the UK.
Wow.
And then
with your sponsor, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
And on Thursday, so in 2 days, I'm going to Canada for a scooter contest, and then May 5th, I'm pretty sure a company's sending me to Australia, like a scooter company, so I can vlog.
Wow.
Yeah, they're paying for everything.
That's sick.
Yeah.
And then you go out there, and then you make videos, and then you make money off of those.
Yeah.
Beautiful thing.
Yeah, and then I get to meet all because I get so many requests to go back to Australia and all this stuff.
Right.
So it'll be good for them, good for me.
Have you ever had any like insane fan moments where you're like absolutely mobbed? Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
When I was in the UK in November, this is right before I even started. I had 46,000 subscribers, and it was just all scooter kids. And I was at the skate park. I didn't even post on social media that I was going. My friend, that's a scooter rider, that's pretty popular. His mom posted on Facebook. That Charlie Dyson and Tanner Fox were going to Ramp World, and there were 100 kids just crowding me the entire time. I was on my phone, and there was just a herd of kids.
Right.
It was crazy. And then
other countries is where it always gets real lit, because in San Diego, whatever, they're used to seeing you around.
Yeah.
So
and then I went to Texas 2 weeks ago for a contest, and the entire time I was practicing, there was kids asking me for autographs, 20 kids at times, and I was like, guys, sorry, I finally had to say, sorry, I have to practice. I will after my comp run and stuff like that. So that was pretty crazy.
I'll be filming, and then people will be tapping me on the back trying to get photos or whatever. We went to Argentina and with Stevie Churchill and Brandon Began and all them, on some shit trip, and it was there was one moment where we were at the skate park and there was probably 300 or 400 kids there that showed up, and they fucking would just. I've never been that swamped with people before. It was like I actually kind of felt like I was gonna have an anxiety attack and I needed to get away from everybody because it was like almost like weird.
Yeah.
It definitely.
It's pretty. It's cool. It's overwhelming.
I feel like on these trips that you're talking about, you're gonna have a lot more experiences like that in the near future.
And, like when I go to Canada, I'm expecting that. Like that.
Yeah.
A lot of kids in Canada always like request me to go there and stuff like that because I've never been there.
Yeah. Damn, I'm excited for you to like actually travel. And like the other thing that you notice is like when you go to other places and make videos and stuff, or even just being there in the first place, like your subscribers and followers go fucking crazy.
Yeah, because it's just like new content. It's
and
fun.
it's just people when you're around, you get like a lot more like normal people who find out about you and stuff. Whereas like if you're a BMX pro and you only ever just do BMX YouTube videos, it's like you're very lucky to get anybody outside of BMX to find out about that. But like contests and shit, there's always like when you have your name up on the thing like during a contest or whatever, they put your Instagram and shit, that shit goes hard. Like a lot of like normal people find out about that, which that's an interesting topic is to what extent do you think that your followers are scooter kids, and to what extent are they like regular people that are
I think I have quite a bit of people outside of scootering
that
follow me.
Once you're that big, you pretty much have to. Like there's probably not
I have quite a big audience outside of like the scooter world. Probably like 50% of my followers are scooter riders.
Right. But so who else? Like skater kids, BMX kids?
Oh yeah, I get quite a bit of BMX kids and skater kids and just in general people that know me.
How do you feel about when people try to like really see? It's interesting to me because I used to like make jokes about scooters and kind of hate on them, just like LZ. LZ used to make the anti-scooter stickers and stuff. But it's like over the past couple of years, it's like who cares? People are just having fun,
Everyone's doing their own thing.
It just seems crazy to like be negative towards people because especially with BMXers, because we're used to skaters. Like I feel like it's a lot better now, but skaters used to always have total elitist attitudes.
Yeah,
towards
they still
BMX.
do. Skaters are still like that.
Yeah, I mean some skaters, but for us it's weird because it's like, well, if you're a scooter or a skater dude and you want to fuck with us, it's like, well, good luck. Fucking, we're probably bigger than you and have more tattoos than you, so get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just want to I'm really excited for the future of your channel, and I'm really excited about what it says about your channel that you could get 500,000 so fast off of just really being yourself on camera.
Yeah.
It's just it opens up so many doors too, because like in BMX, like think about LZ. Like LZ has helped so many people get into BMX through his videos, and like the BMX industry for the most part like doesn't want to accept that. They don't want to acknowledge.
Yeah, that's how it is for scootering with me. A lot of scooter riders, older guys, and just the OG scooter pros don't really like me.
Really?
Yeah, I get a lot of crap for that.
Just because of the but who's an OG scooter pro? Like how old are we talking here? 19?
25.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But yeah, just like a lot of the older guys, like 20 to 25, don't really have anything nice to say about me.
Right, because they just don't understand like how you could be so popular for doing something that they don't really get.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. I've never done anything to them. They're just like, oh, vlogging's gay. Yeah. Just
always. Webisodes are gay. Vlogs are gay.
I think it's just because it's like the mainstream thing to do now in scootering.
Right.
So they just like no, we're different.
It's funny though, just to think that because I always think that old school BMXers seem ridiculous when they're hating on the stuff that younger BMX kids do, because it's like, dude, you're missing the point. Like this BMX scooters, whatever, it comes from the kids. Like nobody gets into BMX when they're 25, 30. Yeah. It's like you start doing this when you're 15. If you are lucky enough to keep doing it until you're in your mid-20s, late 20s, 30s, whatever, that's sick. It's awesome. But don't fucking sit around and talk to the kids like you're the man, you know everything, because it's like the kids are the ones who actually get it. Because if you're out in the streets or out in the skate park actually doing this shit all the time, then that's I take your opinion to have a lot more weight than somebody who's sitting on a computer and they consider themselves a BMX rider, but they really are just a dude who's commentating on Twitter or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Get the fuck away from me if you're doing that shit. I hate those people. I mean, I'm a commentator too, but
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
What's your favorite social network? Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook? Or Snapchat?
I like Twitter. Twitter's the best for interacting with
But isn't that the crazy thing? Is that you have, 15,000 Twitter followers?
Yeah.
And 500,000 on YouTube? But you would prefer Twitter? I feel the same way. It's more exclusive. No, I know you mean. You don't prefer it, but yeah.
It's just so easy to talk to anyone. Because on Instagram, you can't post a photo talking to someone, because you can't post that many times. Instagram's you post a few times, but Twitter doesn't matter. You can post as many times as you want.
And if you see an Instagram photo that has 200 comments, it's I'm not looking through 200 comments.
Yeah.
So I would almost never respond to anybody ever on Facebook or Instagram.
I hardly respond.
I respond on tweets
so many
constantly.
Comments.
Yeah.
And but Yeah,
It's like,
Twitter's just easier because you can also go through your feed and they're all there, and there's like an option to just like reply.
Yeah.
And then I can post like, oh, what do you guys want to see in this video? What should I do today?
Right.
And there's just be like 30 easy comments in like a few minutes.
But then it's weird because I feel like Twitter has that vibe because it is a little bit harder to understand, so it keeps a lot of the riffraff out. Like if you have Twitter and you're actually like a Twitter user, then it's a little bit higher chance that you're like smart or worth talking to than on Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't know if people would agree or disagree with
No, I
that,
get
but
what
that's
you're
how I feel. That's why, like, they always say, like, you don't really get that much traffic to, like, a link. If you put a link on Twitter and Facebook, like, you won't get that much traffic from Twitter, but the people who click it probably are going to be the people who actually are, like, influential or, like, the people that you really want to reach.
Yeah, that's why I really like Twitter. It's just super easy to connect with everyone.
Yeah, love Twitter. I don't know. What else should we talk about? Anything else that we need to cover? Any controversies that you've had? I was excited to meet you because I'm a fan of the vlogs. I'm a fan of how the business is going, but I don't know that many like little details about like who you're beefing with or what you got going on coming up in the future or anything.
Ooh, I'm pretty sure I have signature scooter parts, but that's not really that big of a deal.
Really? Is that a real honor in the scooter world or what?
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I've never had anything with my name on it.
Really?
First thing was like the Adam LZ shirt.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a big deal to me.
Adam LZ shirt. That was bringing the scooter and BMX worlds together. Yeah.
Yeah.
How was it when you went and stayed with him? Actually, that's a really important thing.
He was super good.
Really.
He's a super good role model to me.
Really.
Yeah, he's like so dedicated and motivated to everything.
Yeah.
So it just made me kind of feel the same way.
And it kind of lets you see like, oh, I could have my life like organized and because he's really got like his whole setup
really
out
good
there.
at that, yeah.
He's got the girl, he's got the house, he's got the factory or warehouse or whatever.
Like when the first night I was there, I had the vlog that I filmed the first day I went there.
Right.
And I was like playing my phone. He's like, "Are you gonna edit your video?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to." He's like, "Do it." And I'm like, "Well, hold on. I'm on Instagram." He's like, "No, edit your video." And he took my phone from me.
Right.
And like it's just he's super like dedicated, and
That's
I just
sick.
think it's really awesome.
Yeah, I was kind of like blown away by his level of motivation too. Where it's like if he does a video, a lot of times he won't even go ride like the next day until he has the other one done editing.
Yeah, he's that first.
Yeah, I got that through him too. Or like when I go and do a vlog or a webisode or whatever, it's like I try to treat the editing like the same as the filming. So like I'll film the whole thing and then I'll just go home and instead of chilling out or watching TV or whatever, I'm like, nope, like load all the files up.
Let's and then you feel really good when you actually get it done.
Yeah, because
it's like the best.
And because otherwise it's hanging over your head. Like if you knew that you had three that you had to edit, it would just be like, oh god.
Or it's super nice since I upload it every other day.
Right.
Like this past week has been really cool because I've been super ahead. I filmed like 4 days in a row, so I had like 4 videos.
That's a good feeling. Yeah.
And then so I've just since last Monday I've had just videos.
Yeah, you can take a couple days off.
Yeah.
That's a great feeling. Yeah.
Or like scheduling videos is like nice because it's just out of the way.
Nice, yeah.
Like I've had like 4 days in advance scheduled.
Right.
And
then you're like, man, I could just chill. I could go to the beach.
I didn't know
I
what
could
to
do
do with
whatever
my
the
life
fuck I
last
want.
week.
Yeah.
Because the past few weeks I've been so like on top of everything.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, well, now I'm just like I have nothing to do.
That's the crazy thing with the podcast because I'm not that like ahead with the BMX stuff, but with the podcast, it's like I have this whole week, next week, and then a little bit of the week after that. So I'm about to go to Estonia and I'm for a week for a BMX contest, and
that's the best thing.
I'm not even gonna miss a beat. Like I'm gonna be gone for a week, and I won't have to do shit while I'm out there, and then I can come back and fucking. We'll still have them lined up, but it kind of pisses off the fans because they know that I have all these other ones, and they'll comment and they'll be like, "Where the fuck is this one?" Or "Why are you putting out this one with this kid that I don't give a shit about when you could be putting out this one?" What do you listen to? You got music preferences we need to know about? This is usually kind of a music podcast, but we also do a lot of internet people too. You know?
Oh, I'm into like really rap and hip hop.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Any particular
no,
rappers?
actually, that's not true. I like Justin Bieber and like Shawn Mendes and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
I like that kind of music.
I love Bieber, yeah. And that's what you need to do. You need to become like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, you want to get some views? This is how you do it. You just need to like get your hair styled like Justin Bieber and then get the screenshot where you just get it like Justin Bieber on a scooter? Question mark?
Yeah, that's actually a video. And it has like
someone
7
already
million
did it?
views. Yeah, this kid that used to scooter a long time ago, he made a video because he looked like an old or like a younger Justin Bieber.
Right.
And there's a video titled that with like 8 million views.
That's so
Because he did
funny.
a trick and hit himself in the head.
Right.
And it's like Justin Bieber gets hit in the head with a scooter.
Yeah, that just makes way too much sense. Another one that I thought was funny is that there's a BMX rider named Chris Brown, and I used to like upload videos with him, and they would get so many views at first. And I like the thumbnail, he's like a black dude, so it would kind of look like it maybe could really be him, but then it would stop getting the views right away because people would figure it out. But what were we just talking about? I felt we were on a good thread there for a second. Oh, music, yeah. Like, tell me some rappers you like.
Hobson.
Oh, really? Okay, so you're a nerd rapper. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's dark, you know? Anybody else?
Ooh, I can look.
Yeah, let's hear it. I got some recommendations for you, too. Future, Young Thug.
Oh, I listen to all them, yeah.
Okay, good.
All the mainstream people. I'm just trying to think of like ones that.
If I could recommend some underground rappers for all the scooter kids out there, I would say definitely listen to Xavier Wolf, Kodak Black, 21 Savage. Who else? Puya. Listen to Puya. He's the homie. Suicide Boys. You'll love them. Go watch Dylan Lloyd's On Some Shit on Everything section.
I like
Edited to
Tech
Suicide
9.
Boys. Tech 9. Okay, there you go.
But then all the other like basic mainstream ones.
Nice.
It's not really anything special.
Well, hey, to all the scooter kids out there, if you're watching this, I'm just saying, No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. Listen to the music by the people that we interview if you want to be up to date on the rap world. You know.
Do you know? Have you interviewed any famous rappers?
Lil Yachty, you ever heard him? It's weird because it's like we're like already like really well known as a music podcast, but when people are like, oh, like who have you interviewed? It's like we don't really have that one dude that I can point to and be like, oh, we interviewed this dude, Chief Keef, and every single person knows who he is.
Yeah.
So I'm still kind of working on that one big one. But I mean, you know, I think the kids out there listen to Suicide Boys and listen to Puya, and you'll fucking go crazy. Listen to Xavier Wolf, Bones.
Yeah, my friends are like all love him.
Oh, Bones?
No, Xavier Wolf.
Oh, yeah, because he's like the BMX rapper because he hung out with us so much that like everybody in BMX just knows about him so much.
Yeah.
Shit. Any thanks you want to send? Anything we need to cover here before we wrap this up?
Thanks to everyone who supports me.
Yeah. Shout out to anybody who supports him and is then going to subscribe to No Jumper and the Come Up BMX on YouTube because we really support you. We fucks with you. Yeah, shit. Well, No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. Can't say enough thanks to Tanner Fox for coming through and his mom for dropping him off. It's kind of nice of her that she didn't come in here because she probably would have got kind of scared off by the weed smell and the cat poop. But shout out to Tanner. Listen to No Jumper on SoundCloud, iTunes. Check us out on YouTube. And also make sure you check out onsomeshit.com, at onsomeshit on Instagram and Twitter. And also make sure that you follow the Come Up BMX if you're interested in some good webisode style content. And shout out to all the other webisoders out there. Let's try to, well, I'll shout out the BMX ones. You can shout out the scooter ones. Shout out to Harry Main holding it down, Billy Perry, Adam LZ, Boker, the Boker Boys.
Oh, Harry Main's like I remember my game of Flair with him. You ever see that?
Really? Oh, I think I saw it, but I forgot to click it.
That was like one of the bigger, like the first things I did.
Where did you hang out with Harry Main?
Claremont. I did a game of Flair with him, and it got like 2 million views.
Oh,
it was on like all the BMX websites.
Oh, BMX versus Scooter, right?
Yeah,
that's the
that
one,
was
but
me.
I didn't actually watch it. Okay,
Yeah.
fuck. I gotta go revisit that one. Shit. Shout out to Harry Main. Come here and let us drive all your cars. Yeah, shit. Thank you very much, Tanner Fox. No Jumper. Coolest podcast in the world. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
So, easy.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah.